What's your favorite thing to make on the Blackstone Griddle? For me personally, it's going to be chicken fried rice without a doubt, and that's for a few reasons. First of all, it's relatively inexpensive to make, so if you want to cook for a dozen of your friends, it's very easy to do. It's also a very simple recipe that's extremely hard to mess up. Now, I'm not going to be using exact measurements for this recipe, just use whatever feels good. You ain't going to mess it up, I promise. You're going to want to grab white rice, onions, some frozen veggies. I like to use peas and carrots, bean sprouts, garlic, eggs, green onion, soy sauce, butter, sesame oil, mirin, Japanese rice wine, sesame seeds, chicken thighs, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, Shaoxing cooking wine, garlic ginger paste, and hot chili oil. Let's start by cooking the rice. You want to make it a day beforehand, otherwise the texture can get mushy and clumped up if you put hot rice right on the Blackstone. I found the easiest way to make rice is in the Instant Pot. It turns out perfect every time. We'll start by measuring out the rice and water. The ratio is 1:1, so for every cup of rice, you'll need 1 cup of water. Add your rice and water to the Instant Pot, set it for 3 minutes, and let it do a slow release for 10 minutes. Now we're going to prep our chicken thighs. First, trim the excess fat and dump in a couple cans of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. I feel like the sauce is a cheat code for cooking chicken on the Blackstone. Everyone loves the flavor, gives it a little heat, and it's the only thing I marinate the chicken with. Now you can marinate this overnight, but we're just going to let it sit while we prep the veggies. Now we're going to cut up the onions. Cut off the top and bottom, cut them in half, then remove the skin. Cut them in thin slices, then transfer to a bowl and set aside. Next, you're going to do the same thing with your green onions. Give them a good wash, remove the ends, and slice them up. Grab your garlic, give it a dice, set it aside. Now we can move on to our eggs. Usually when I make this recipe, I only use 6 eggs, and I feel like once we see the finished plate, they're nowhere to be found. So this time, we're going to crack and scramble a dozen. Now we're going to work on our sauce. Grab a cup and pour in a whole bunch of soy sauce, Shaoxing cooking wine, hot chili oil, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and some garlic ginger paste, and give it a good mix. Next, it's time to start cooking. Fire up the Blackstone, heat it up, hit it with a big lug of oil, throw your onions on the grill, give them a good mix. Let these cook until they start to caramelize like this. Move the onions to the side and throw on your frozen veggies. These don't take too long, you just need to take the chill out a bit. Once these are warmed up, make some room and throw on your scrambled eggs. You're going to want to keep an eye on these because they cook real fast. As soon as your eggs are done cooking, transfer them along with the veggies and onions to a large bowl and set aside. Now we're going to move on to cooking our chicken thighs. Clean off your grill, hit it with some more oil, wait till it starts to smoke, and start to line up your chickies. Let these cook till you get a nice char on the one side, then flip them over to finish. You're going to take these off and transfer to a large bowl once they reach 160. Go ahead and cut up your chicken thighs into bite-sized pieces. Once we're finished cutting the chicken, I like to take the leftover juices and add them to the soy sauce mixture. Gather up all your ingredients, including your green onions and bean sprouts. Clear off your grill, heat up some more oil, dump the rice on, and immediately add half of your sauce mixture. You're going to mix this until the sauce is dispersed evenly throughout the rice. Move the rice aside and add your chicken, then your bean sprouts, and finally your mix of egg, onions, and veggies. Once everything's on the grill, add the rest of the sauce and mix till it looks good. Now don't forget to throw in your green onions right at the very end before everything's finished up. And there you have it, chicken fried rice on the Blackstone. Here's what we got. You get a little bit of heat from the chipotles and adobo sauce. It's a super simple meal to make when you're trying to entertain a dozen or more people. I love fried rice. If you enjoyed this recipe, please consider subscribing to our channel, Licking Ladles, for more recipes and cooking tips. Thanks for watching.
You want some?